from WFAA-TV, the spirit of Texas. This is Good Morning Texas in high definition.
Well, have you checked your washer lately?
Yeah.
It might be running down the street. You better go catch it. Find out how you can avoid costly home repairs with inexpensive maintenance.
Such a bad joke. Carissa Richardson from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing is on the show today. Here's the deal. What happens when your laundry room just kind of blows up and all the plumbing goes crazy and you got the washer and the dryer in there? We're going to talk about laundry room plumbing problems today on the show.
All right, quick. What is inexpensive to replace but causes more than $150 million in property damage in North America each year? You got the answer? Believe it or not, the answer is faulty rubber washing machine hoses. Something so inexpensive. Carissa Richardson of Benjamin Franklin Plumbing is back to discuss plumbing problems in the laundry room. Welcome back to you. This is something I was telling you during the break. I had washing machine problems.
Right.
And so for about 2 months, I was washing the clothes standing at my hose because it would overflow. And my son, my 8-year-old son, would be at the washing machine turning it off so I could dump the hose. And it was just crazy.
You should have called sooner.
I should have called you. I should have called you. So it's that rubber hose that's caused so many problems.
People don't realize that those hoses are actually temporary hoses. And
the ones that you get when you buy it.
If you read the fine print, it says remove these hoses and replace with permanent hoses, but nobody reads the fine print. So what we recommend is that you take off those rubber hoses because they're under constant pressure and that break down over time. So you remove those rubber hoses and you replace it with a stainless steel braided hose.
Now this just floors me because that rubber hose that we get, the opening to it is about 3/4 inch in diameter.
Right.
And this is so much smaller.
Right.
And you would think that it can't handle the pressure of the water coming out of the machine.
Well, the rubber hose has to be that thick because it's under constant pressure, but the stainless steel hose doesn't have to be that thick.
Wow.
So we recommend, again, we talked about this before, that you get your home inspected once a year, and that's one of the things that the plumber will look for. This is our Ben Franklin Society, and you get this membership card that gives you access to the internet with a code. You can get all kinds of discounts. Thousands of dollars worth of 2-for-1 coupons at a restaurant and that kind of thing. But the important part is the plumber comes out every year and he checks your whole house.
Yeah.
And this costs, under $170. It's not expensive. But he checks those rubber hoses for blisters or soft spots. He makes sure that you've got 4 inches of clearance between your washing machine and your wall so hoses don't kink. There's just a lot of things people don't know. And you need to have that checked once a year. So we recommend that you replace those hoses and get a plumber to come out once a year.
I love my job because I get to learn about things like this. Because I never thought, you think about getting the AC checked out once a year.
Right.
And, the hot water heater every now and again. Right. But I never thought about having those types of things.
Well, no, but that's why I'm here. We want people to watch Channel 8 so they'll know about this. The other thing you need to think about are the valves. And you want to make sure that you have a 1/4 inch ball valve, something that's easy to turn off and on, because if your house starts to flood, you need to turn this off quickly because that water's on constantly.
Are there some homes that don't have those shut-off valves?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're kind of rusted shut, and then your house is flooding and you can't turn them off.
You can't do anything about it.
So you need to make sure these turn very easily.
Well, I would tell you that the insurance will cover a big portion of that. I know.
Right.
All right, so get the valves checked out. Something a lot of people may wonder is, does it matter whether you use powder detergent or liquid detergent in the washer?
Very important. Powder detergent often does not dissolve. Most people use too much detergent to begin with. And if you use powder detergent, it doesn't dissolve, and that goes into your lines and it solidifies, it hardens, and it stops up your washing machine drain lines. So liquid is better. And if you're going to use powder detergent, make sure you have enough hot water to dissolve that powder.
Well, why sell it if it's going to do that damage?
Well, I'm not the manufacturer,
all right.
and if you're using hot
Don't
water,
kill the messenger,
that's
right?
That's right. I'm just telling you that make sure you're using enough hot water to dissolve the powder.
Because a lot of times you're doing a cold water wash if you're doing those dark colors.
Well, exactly. These days we're using more cold water in our washing machines, and about 85% of the cost of doing laundry is from your hot water.
Okay.
But you still have to make sure you sanitize things. You still need hot water.
That's right.
Because we want to kill the germs.
and
that our kids bring in.
Depending on when the kids take a shower, you may or may not have enough hot water, and you may not realize it because you're not standing there to check the temperature of the washing machine.
You don't know what's happening in that washing machine. So we brought the circulating pump back. I know I've brought this before, but again, this circulating pump is something that's an inexpensive fix, $600 or $700 to circulate hot water throughout your home.
Okay.
And this is a great thing to use. So you're not waiting for that hot water to come on in your shower, and it's also helping your laundry.
Oh, absolutely. Is there anything else? Gosh, I don't want you to go. What else do people typically overlook in the home?
Well, people are going to be going out of town for 4th of July. Turn your water off to your entire house. Find your shut off and turn it off, because if your house floods while you're out of town, you don't know about it for a week.
Yeah. Now, and you know, another one is that line behind the refrigerator for the ice.
Yes, that's a common problem. So
That's
your
another
ice
thing.
maker line can flood your home. But if you just turn the water off before you leave to go out of town, you don't have any unpleasant surprises when you come home.
Is it a good idea to turn off that ice maker? Can you do that?
Yeah, just turn off the water to the whole house.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about it while you're out of town.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Good
Brenda.
information. You
Bye-bye.
can find out more about Benjamin Franklin Plumbing by calling 866-867-5309 or log on to benjaminfranklinplumbing.com.